You've only had a few shows and already you've made headlines.
Well, you sound surprised, Terry. I mean, obviously that's been my whole career path.
After the first show, you already had a spat with Trump, not so much for the interview, but for how it was promoted. So have you two kissed and made up? You've known him for years.
Well, I had to laugh because he was annoyed about a promo because it made it look too exciting. I'm like, I met you on Celebrity Apprentice, President Trump, where you literally did promos like that on me every single night to try and entice the American public to watch. Promos do what they say on the tin. They're supposed to bring in viewers, and it worked. So actually, I think when he calms down, and I'm sure we'll kiss and make up over a nice cup of tea.
Have you reached out to him? Is he not taking your calls yet?
I actually sent him an email, which I know he's received. And I said, look, when you made me your Celebrity Apprentice, did you do so because I'm a shrinking violet who sits on the fence? Or did you do so because I'm brutally honest and speak my mind, good, bad, and ugly? And I'm hoping that will make him realize that there's nothing personal about this. It was a great interview.
So the show is called Piers Morgan Uncensored. When have you ever been censored?
It's a good question, because obviously I'm not naturally somebody who likes being censored. But you may remember that a year ago, I had to leave the morning show in the UK, Good Morning Britain, because Meghan Markle complained to my boss that I didn't believe what she told Oprah Winfrey in that 2-hour wine-a-thon she did with Prince Harry. And then you may remember that Sharon Osbourne defended me that week, and she then got fired from the talk.
So you had Sharon on the other night, and she spoke about just how hard it was when she lost her job and how she cried for like 3 solid months. You're very good friends, so just how terrible a time was that for her?
I was really worried about Sharon, really worried. You know, I know she's had a lot of times in her life when she's felt suicidal, when she's had really difficult things to deal with her family, a lot of health issues with many of them. She's going through that now with Ozzy. And, you know, he currently has COVID and she's had to fly back to the States to be with him.
How is he doing? How is Ozzy at the moment?
There's a lot of concern in the Osbourne family that he comes through okay. He's a tough guy, though, Ozzy. I've known him a long time, and I'm very confident that he will come through. But I'm also confident that Sharon will not leave his side until she's sure he's okay.
Is there anything that Prince Harry and Meghan can do to make you actually like them?
Meghan and Harry, to me, personify the kind of woke cancel culture mentality, where if you don't do what they tell you to do, if you don't listen to their preaching and act on it, you have to be, in my case, removed from your job for expressing your free speech right to disbelieve them, for example. I think they're hypocrites. I think they constantly preach one thing and do another.
So your show is called Uncensored. So we want to get your uncensored opinion on some current headlines. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamation trial. What are you making of this?
Honestly, the Depp Heard trial makes me vomit. It's all horrible. It's a very toxic marriage that went bad. I think they both behaved pretty awfully in that. And it's a classic case of if you're going to wash your dirty linen in public, nobody wins. It doesn't matter who wins these cases. They're both completely tarnished now by the revelations that have come out.
And I wanted to ask you about the Will Smith, Chris Rock slap. If somebody did that to you, what would you do?
If I was at an awards show and somebody was mocking or, you know, in Will Smith's eyes, humiliating my wife, and she was sitting next to me and was hurt, what would I do? And so I thought the best person to answer that's probably my wife, Celia. And she said she had the same conversation with our daughter and said, you know, I'm afraid Daddy would have done exactly the same thing as Will Smith. And I think he just boiled over and snapped and did something he now regrets. He's apologized. We should let it go.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.